Good morning from Warwick Castle. We're in Warwickshire in the UK, not actually that far away from home, but we've never been here before. We're staying in the Rose Suite at Warwick Castle tonight, so we're here today and staying overnight in their suite, and then we've got another day here at Warwick Castle tomorrow. We drove into the car park where we had a private parking space waiting for us. The concierge met us and took us up to our suite, and it is really, really lovely, really lovely. So this is the Conservatory Tea Room. We're just waiting to be seated, they're just clearing a table, and we're going to have our afternoon tea. The masks can come off when we sit down. Oh, it's really nice in here. That was well timed because, oh excuse me, snotty. It's just started raining outside, so it's nice to come in to the dry. It's lovely. So we got our afternoon tea. It's looking very nice, isn't it? What do you think? Looking forward to tucking into that. How's your tea? Well, I've got some right nice looking things there. I've got my Costa coffee, my Costa cappuccino. Am I filming? Yes, I am. Jam first? Let's go for jam first. I know there'll be some people that say, no, you've got to do the clotted cream first. But I'm doing jam first. I can't remember whether that's the Cornish way or the Devon way, but
and I don't do either because I like butter.
Okay. That was really nice. Actually starting to feel a little bit sick. I've eaten too much cake. I've eaten some of Kirstie's as well. Yeah, I think I've had enough.
Have you seen these cute little Moroccan teapot and little...
That was very nice. That was a lovely afternoon tea. Did you enjoy that?
I did. I'm a bit full though.
And really well timed because it stopped raining. It was pouring down more rain while we were in there. And it's just wet on the ground now, but it's completely stopped and the sun's come out a little bit. I don't think that's the last of the rain for the day. But at least we're not going to get wet walking back to the suite. So this tower here on the corner is where our suite is. It's right at the top of the tower there. And we'll show you a bit more of it in a short while. But yeah, that's our tower. You can see where it's situated in relation to the rest of the castle. Quite a few steps around the ramparts. So you have to be fairly fit if you want to do all these steps. How you doing down there? The view's getting nice. In theory, we should be able to walk around these ramparts towards our tower, which is just here, and then back to our suite. Oh, finally, at the top. Wow, amazing, lovely view. And that there is our tower, where our suite is. Right there. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
After you. More windy stairs.
Imagine it gets really busy around here in the summer.
Yeah, I guess.
I think we probably want to go this way.
Yeah.
Today. Scared about the dungeons tomorrow.
And there we go. There's our suite. Or should I say our tower. Caesars Tower, which is where our suite is. Right. I think that's probably the door, the back door to our suite, that one there. But of course we can't access it from here. We need to access it from the other side.
I have a key.
No, he said you, oh, can we? I don't know. Try it. I don't know if it is or not. Does it work?
No.
Perhaps it's not ours, perhaps ours is further up. Let's try further up. Oh, there you go. Got the money shot right there.
That's ours.
They're wooden stairs, these ones. Yeah, so I think it's round this way. This way to exit is when people are exiting this tower, they come down past the door to our suite. There we go, there's the Avon. It's lovely.
Today, doesn't it?
It does, it looks really swollen, doesn't it? That really old bridge, old stone bridge down there that's obviously no longer a bridge. Head down. I've got a feeling we're quite close to our suite. What we don't want to do is inadvertently go past the door to our suite and end up all the way at the bottom and have to come all the way back up again. Did it say the Rose Suite on the door?
Oh, did it?
I don't know. Is that it? I think that might be it. Try the key. I think it might be. Hey, that sounds good. And here we are. You can have a quick look at our suite.
What's the back door? We tried earlier.
There we go. That's our suite. Like I say, we'll do a proper room tour. But as you can see, it's very nice. Wah wah wee wah. Have a chair. I have a chair.
Have a chair, I have a chair.
Welcome to the Rose Suite in Warwick Castle. Let's have a little look. Got a nice four-post bed. The decor in here is fab.
It's amazing, isn't it?
You've got your tea and coffee as you would normally. And some nice, there's like a double, I suppose you'd call it a double aspect view. You've got a couple of windows where you can view out to the River Avon out here.
Or in a tower, aren't we? So it's
Yeah,
it's not a circular room. It's square, isn't it? But
it is.
yeah, we've got a nice view down there, down to the river.
And then if you come back over here with me, we've got some nice champers for later. And in case we drink too much, some water for afterwards.
Yeah. And a little window seating area.
Yeah. Which goes out onto the, I think they call it the courtyard, don't they?
Yeah. Out into the main sort of courtyard.
And then over here, we've got this really nice little wardrobe, which has got a little mini fridge.
We've got quite a grand looking fireplace. A non-working fireplace, I guess. Doesn't look like it's been used for a little while. Very nice though. Down this side of the bed, we've got a bedside cabinet and the lights. We've got some power, 3-pin plug and switches for the lights. And we've got a couple of TV remotes here. But where's the TV? TV's nowhere to be seen.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker. Bill, I'm in the mood for a change up. I leave the city and return with my change up.
Okay, where are we going now?
Into the toilet.
Oh, nice.
Et voila. toilet.
Very nice. A crown above the throne. Nice ceilings though. Still got nice ceilings in here.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Sink.
Yeah, a little bit of soap. Little tiny window. Oh, another nice view.
And then on the opposite side of the room, we have the walk-in shower room.
Very
With
nice.
rainfall shower head.
Another nice ceiling.
And something I really like, all the LMS bath products.
Lovely.
So we'll smell nice tomorrow morning.
And a nice view of the castle grounds. That's the entrance down there, isn't it? That's the main entrance into the castle where we came in the first thing this morning. Lovely. And we've got this door here, which takes us out onto the ramparts, which is pretty cool. So that's the spiral stairs that we went up earlier. It's gone 6 o'clock in the evening now. We're just coming out from our suite out into the main courtyard of the castle. Of course, everybody's gone home now. That's our tower up there, Caesars Tower. That's where our suite is at the top, right up the top there. But yes, a little bit eerie now. There's no one around, so we'll have a little wander around, take a few shots, little evening shots, and then perhaps go and get something to eat. We've still got our champagne to drink as well, so yeah, look forward to that. Lovely. It's a bit wobbly, that.
It's a bit, isn't it?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice, that, isn't it? So we're in bed, looking forward to our night's sleep in our haunted castle. Hopefully it's not haunted. But we've had a really great day today, and we're looking forward to another day tomorrow. So we're going to go to sleep now, and we'll see you in the morning. Can you hear any funny noises?
Oh, shut up.
Morning, guys. Oh, it's early. Too much champagne last night. Had a good sleep though. Just coming out to take a few shots. Good morning again. I've just been whizzing around the ramparts taking those shots you would have just seen. It's quite a nice morning now. And now we're in our stateroom. I think it's called the Blue Room, is it?
The Blue Room, yeah, for
Just-
obvious reasons.
Just the two of us in our lovely little stateroom for breakfast. And there we are. We've just been brought our nice cooked breakfast. And it's looking really good.
Mine is looking cracking. Look at those poached eggs.
That looks lovely, doesn't it?
Eggs Benedict. My fave.
And I've got a full English breakfast. So what's the verdict on the Eggs Benedict?
Oh, no good at all. Really nice.
Good.
Really nice.
Ready to go. It's been nice, hasn't it? It's been a nice day in the suite.
Really good.
Well recommended. It's a lovely suite. It was. You might think it was cold, but actually it was really warm last night once we put the heating on, wasn't it?
Yeah, once
It was
a bit,
cold
yeah.
initially because it was cold outside last night, cold and wet, and it was quite cool when we first came back last night. But it got really warm really quickly when we put the heating on. The bathrooms have got heated floors, which is lovely. So it's been really cosy. It was quiet, no creaks, no weird noises, apart from the ghosts, but we were expecting that. No, it's been nice. So we've got about 10 minutes to go, and then we're going to go down to our tour.
So then they anglicised it, turned it into Beecham. Same spelling, just sounds less French.
Yeah.
So the 11th Earl of Warwick at that point, his name was Thomas Beecham. They called him the Devil Warwick. The French despised him. He was really good at fighting. He captured loads of French knights, noblemen, and an archbishop. He sold them off for millions of pounds, and all that money built that tower.
Oh,
That
wow.
became the castle dungeon.
Oh, that was the dungeon.
Ah,
That was the
you
original.
said.
Yeah, I don't know where I read or heard that, but I was saying earlier on, I thought it was the dungeon. It's probably had a fair few uses, has it, over time? Or was it mainly just the dungeon?
Mainly a dungeon, but
Right.
very nice accommodation.
Yeah, it is now.
So,
yeah.
Well, it was
There was
back
some
then as
there were
well.
some dodgy looking hooks on one of the walls. And,
Tapestry.
oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
tapestry
I was thinking I
insulation.
could sort of picture someone hanging on chains from those
Not in
hooks.
your room.
Thank goodness.
That'd be down in the bottom in the jail.
Oh, okay, right.
So this room and that area there, that wing of the castle, that was the domestic apartments. That all burnt down in a fire back in 1871. So this was made from a single oak tree that was planted in Kenneworth Castle back in 1575. They said it was planted by Queen Elizabeth I herself. The party finished over on that side. Robert is on his knee, feeling the wrath of the Queen. She's furious. She has her hand raised to slap him in front of the entire court. So usually when you have armour, you want that single fold that goes down the front. That's to deflect arrows. So if it's at an angle, the arrows will bounce off without even leaving a dent. It's known as fluting. The Germans have multiplied that effect, so the suit looks like it's rippling silk. The little girl in white's been sighted a few times by wedding guests who saw her downstairs in the undercroft where the Kingmaker is. They reported it to a member of staff saying there was a lost child. There weren't any children there at the time. But she's quite proud, she keeps popping up everywhere. And then the most famous one is a ghost army that was at the Battle of Edge Hill, 1642. Yeah. So they say that the ghost army rises from Edge Hill, marches here to Warwick to free one of their captured soldiers, Montague Bertie. And that one was actually the only ghost story recognised by the government. So it was all documented and archived, and it inspired Tolkien to write about the Lord of the Rings, the ghost army. This is the porridge pot. So they said this belonged to a giant called Guy Greville, but the family just cut them up so they fit a bit better into the rooms.
Oh no, you can't believe it, can you?
The other example is the young boy up there. That's William of Orange, who became King William III. He was meant to have his dog down at his side, but they chopped him up so he just fit better into the square panel. This is a royal bedroom. So to make it fit for a king, they decorated it with the blue tapestry. That was originally made back in 1604 for the family's London house called Brooke House. When they moved it here, they discovered it didn't fit. So they've taken a pair of scissors, and you can see just there in the corner where they've chopped it up and then tried sewing it back together again. Didn't do a very good job. Now the bed itself has a very dark past. It's the Queen Anne deathbed. So Queen Anne is just there with the fireplace. The family weren't very clever. They bought several copies of the same book to pad out the shelves. So the complete works of Shakespeare several times, the Oxford English Dictionary repeated dozens of times. Watch out for the last step. So this was the favourite room. This was the room where Daisy and her husband would share when they need to make an heir. It's called the Kenneworth Bedroom. So all the wood panelling came from Kenneworth Castle, said to be the room that Elizabeth first stayed in back in 1575, along with the bed as well. And then chest of drawers.
That's great, isn't it?
That's
So
really
even
nice,
450 years ago they knew about these things.
Yeah.
Elizabeth I gave the title Earl of Warwick to her favourite family, the Dudleys. Her lover Robert, he was brother to Ambrose. Before then, Plantagenet, so the kings of England, Richard III, and then his brother George, Duke of Clarence. They got the castle from Richard Neville. He was known as the Kingmaker. So he had so much power and so much money, he decided who should be on the throne throughout the Wars of the Roses.
So there we go, that was our private tour, included in the stay. If you get a suite at Warwick Castle, you get the private tour included in your stay. It's really interesting. The history is amazing. I won't even go into the history because there's so much of it. Really, I wouldn't be doing it justice.
It's amazing how much they know.
Yeah, he knows an incredible amount. Even when you ask him questions, he seems to always have an answer. It was really good. It was really good, and some of the history is fantastic. Some really interesting stories.
I mean, that's the thing about having the private tour, isn't it? You get to perhaps learn a little bit more than you would.
Yeah.
And you get all the stories with it.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
you can ask lots of questions, whereas if you just wander around, you're just looking at...
So many famous people of history have travelled through and lived in this place. It's incredible, isn't it? You've got marks all over your face from your mask.
Yeah, I know. I can feel it.
Right, let's go and get a coffee. So we're back in the conservatory. Just waiting for my Costa coffee, having a cappuccino. It's really nice in here. There's no one in here at the moment. Obviously Warwick Castle doesn't open till 10 and it's 10:50, so people haven't wandered this far yet. Well, that was a nice cappuccino in the conservatory, and we're just going down to the falcon show. I think the falcon show starts in about 15-20 minutes, and
The sun's out.
the sun's out, yeah, so ideal, absolutely perfect. Let's hope it stays reasonably nice while we're sat outside watching the show. Been looking forward to this. So we've taken our seats. Every other seat is obviously not in use because of the social distancing, so we've got our seats. I think it's a good little spot. We've walked back round to the main entrance after watching the falcon show. Falcon show was good. I think I got some shots. Those birds are so fast, but I've slowed the footage right down, and I think I've got some quite good shots of the birds of prey. So we've walked back round to the front. You can see our tower there. We're just reminiscing, staying in our tower, drinking champagne. So we've just come out of the dungeon. That was quite good, wasn't it? It was quite scary in places. It was quite funny as well. It's a good show. So we're now in one of the cafes. I can't remember what they call this cafe. Which one's it? The Undercloth Cafe. It's nice. We've got a Cornish pasty and a cup of coffee. So we're now going to go into the Kingmakers part of the castle, where they've got some old medieval stuff set up for us to have a look at. Yeah, the Kingmaker attraction, an immersive medieval walk-through attraction showing Richard Neville's preparations for the Battle of Barnet in 1471. The masks on.
Oh, yeah.
And the right. God for the King. God for King Henry.
then guys, that's it. Our 2 days at Warwick Castle is over and we're just about to head home. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the last 2 days of filming we've done, and we're going to go and buy some souvenirs and then we're going to head home. So thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.